Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Michele Burklund. I'm the Chief Science Officer here at Puriya. And this is our weekly session where we talk about questions and answers, and we're going to focus on specific topics. So this is a very fun one. We're going to be talking about skin health and foods for skin health, which is the perfect time of year. There's so much to cover this way. So while I'm waiting for all of you to join, I will remind you that if you want to be alerted every week, because you might forget, we are having these, be sure to either follow us here on Facebook Live or sign up for our newsletter, and you will get our amazing Clean Living ebook, which I wrote. So I'm very excited about it. There's a lot of great information. And when you sign up for our newsletter, you will be alerted when we have our weekly Q&A sessions, what we're going to be talking about, and then who we're going to be interviewing. So also, for those of you who did not catch my interview yesterday with Summer Kramer, I highly recommend it. It's all about sun protection. And there's so many things I even didn't know. Like, for example, I'm wearing a white t-shirt, and this actually really doesn't protect me against most sun radiation, including UVA. So she also talked about how just because your skin might not tan doesn't mean the sun isn't affecting it. So all these great things, and we're talking about foods today. Yesterday we talked about sun protection for your skin. So go ahead and watch that video as well. And we have a lot of great videos every week and interviewing amazing people. So if you do have questions, feel free to write them in the comments. And if we don't get them today, we can always cover them next session. And each week we're going to be covering different topics in overall wellness. And so lots of great things to cover, lots of great things to talk about as well. So if you are watching, let me know where in the world you are watching from too. Okay, so did you guys know that your skin is actually the largest organ in your body, and it covers roughly 22 square feet and weighs 8 pounds. So your skin is huge. It's the largest organ in your body, and it's really a mirror for your overall health. Especially for me, if I get stressed, I can see it immediately on my skin. If I eat something that doesn't quite work with my body, I can see it immediately in my skin. If I don't sleep well, it shows up. So many different things that go on with your lifestyle, your skin will show them. So eating and your diet can play a huge factor in not only your skin health, but your total body health as well. So there's endless topics to cover when we're talking about different foods for skin. So I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite ones, and then some more seasonal ones, because we have a great seasonal display here. Blueberries are in season, and berries, which are great antioxidants. So many things that are seasonal, and then kind of the core ones for foundational support. So first, we're going to talk about my all-time favorite, Burdock Root, which is a blood cleanser. Mushrooms, which can help support your overall immune system and also your gut microbiome. Artichokes, which are incredibly tasty and also support your liver. Nettles, which I always look at stinging nettles as more of a foundational support with all of those great nutrients. And then, of course, dandelions. Dandelions are a bitter, so they help increase all of your absorption as well. So burdock is known as a blood purifier in traditional medicine. And it's used in traditional medicine and Chinese medicine for a lot of skin ailments, from eczema, dryness, acne, and it's a very treasured medicinal food in China as well. So what I've noticed a lot when I've used burdock is, especially if I have skin problems, like if I have acne or something, what I will do is I will make a juice, and I will juice burdock root with something kind of sweet like apple or pear. And surprisingly, it tastes amazing, but it's very, very good for you too. It's a great foundational support for your skin, especially if you have some problem areas. Secondly, we have medicinal mushrooms. Now, so many great things for medicinal mushrooms because they're great for overall support of your body, for immune support too, and they're loaded with both nutritional and medicinal value. So they have polysaccharides, they have proteins, minerals, vitamins, and prebiotics, which I really like too, because prebiotics and probiotics also play a big role in your skin health. So there's so many different mushrooms. Some of the core ones that I really like for skin are reishi, chaga, turkey tail mushroom, and shiitake. So many great ones, but depending on on the type you choose, it depends on how you can cook it, whether putting it in soups, drinking it as a tea, mixing it with your vegetables, or if you really don't like the taste, you can always buy it in the whole mushroom form in a capsule or an extract form too. So lots of different ways, depending on if you're a mushroom lover like myself, or if you'd much rather just take a capsule with mushroom. Either way, I think they're great to help with your skin and support your gut microbiome. And also, a lot of skin issues have that underlying immune component. Different things like psoriasis, different things like that. So some mushrooms can be very immune modulating too. Okay, next one, which I love, is artichokes. So artichokes are a great foundational support, and I wish I had one here, but I don't have one. They're a great foundational support for your liver, and optimal liver health really helps your skin and really gets it glowing too. So interestingly, it contains silymarin, and that's one of the main constituents in one of my favorite plants, milk thistle. So it's great support for your liver, and it helps support the liver regeneration and detoxification too. So all those things you eat, those chemicals, the toxic metabolites, your body does an amazing job at detoxifying itself. But things like milk thistle or artichoke can really help with support as well. And broccoli, I have broccoli right here, and it's a different mechanism. It helps support through a different pathway, the brassica family, and bringing more sulfur and helping produce glutathione, which helps detoxification as well. So broccoli and different members of this family are also great for liver support and overall detoxification too. And there's so many ways that you can cook artichokes. I'm more of a salad person myself, but there's different ways to roast it, to add it to soups, to mix it with vegetables, to use it as a dip. So just a great overall element to integrate into your diet to support your liver. Now, it is nettle season for many people in America and probably around the world as well. And a lot of people might be scared because the name is stinging nettles. If you go and grab the nettles with your bare hands, you will get stung. But it loses its stinging power when it's dried and when it's boiled. So if you are collecting it fresh, always wear gloves. But nettles have amazing nutrients and support. They're packed with nutrients, minerals, polyphenols, antioxidants, calcium, iron, magnesium, beta carotene, and vitamins A, C, K, and B complex. So all these things are in nettle. And I always remember it by nutritious nettle because there's so many things, and to have optimal skin health, you want to have as many nutrients, minerals, and vitamins as possible. And this is just a great support where you can drink it as a tea. And if you don't like the taste of the tea, you can always try different things like putting it in a soup or putting it in a sauce too. So nettles, I am a huge fan of. Also, something, and I have the greens over here, dandelions. So many of you might still think of dandelions as a pesky weed, but there's so many amazing medicinal components, and we have it in the roots and we have it in the leaf. So if you have ever eaten dandelion leaf, you will know that it gives you this bitter feeling. And we want that. We want that bitter feeling because it gets the salivary glands going. It helps your body produce enzymes to get in there and help break up the food to improve digestion so you absorb more nutrients. So we really like dandelion greens because it helps you absorb all the great nutrients from your food and really gets that going. So different ones too. Dandelion greens, there's kale, arugula, all these things that taste bitter. And so getting that bitter taste in your mouth, especially eating a little bit of a salad before your meal, will really help get the enzymes and help increase digestion as well. So what's interesting is when I was living in Greece, I actually learned that when you go to farmers markets and grocery stores, dandelion greens is almost like their regular lettuce. They eat dandelion greens all the time. And I just think that's such a great habit to get into. And what they did in Greece typically is they steam them. And then, of course, they put olive oil on. And we have olive oil in a lot of our products too, because it's such a great fatty acid, lots of omega-3s. So what they did is they steamed the dandelion greens, and then they added olive oil and lemon. And it's perfect. You still get a lot of the bitter taste too. And that was such a great foundational meal for them. So great thing to integrate if you're a fan of greens, especially dandelion greens as well. Okay, so the basics we talked about, my favorite skin health foods are Burdock Root, which is great, and it's considered a blood purifier in traditional Chinese medicine. And it is great if you can juice it. You know, you can always drink it as a tea and other things as a dried, from the dried root. But if you do buy it fresh, you can always juice it, add it to apple juice, and it tastes amazing. So mushrooms, lots of different mushrooms to give you those prebiotics to support the gut microbiome and also to help balance your immune system. Then we have artichokes to support your liver, and also different things like broccoli as well. We have nettles, which are in season now, great foundational nutrient support, and dandelion greens, which we have. So we also have great things that you can eat for different plants and oil. So avocado, amazing protein and great omega-3 source to help with skin health and to help with moisturizing as well. And I strategically added water because it's such a powerful resource that is so underutilized for skin health. So during the day, this should be your primary drinking source. So instead of sodas, instead of store-bought juices or other things, just keep it simple and focus on water because it can do amazing things for your overall health and especially your skin health as well. So I want to remind all of you that if you do have questions, feel free to write them in the comments, and if we are live, I will do my best to answer them. And you can always send an email to Puriya as well. Sign up for our newsletter so you can find out ahead of time what topics we're going to be discussing each week and who we are going to be interviewing. So we're still working on a lot of the dates, but I want to tell you we have an amazing lineup of interviews of lots of different people from different backgrounds, but it's all focused on living naturally and living in nature and to help you get healthy and give you those tools. So I hope all of you guys have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next week for our topic. Take care. Bye.